What's up YouTube, Speedy Superior here once again with another video, and this time on Snorlax. I decided to do Snorlax because some people had suggested me, well some friends had suggested me to do Snorlax and stuff. And this first set was a suggested set from a few months ago that somebody suggested me to use, and it has worked really well for me. To be honest, it is a pretty good set. So just getting started, I decided to go with the Impish Nature, which increases the defense and decreases special attack, because Snorlax's defense is base 65, which is not the greatest defense at all, but he has an amazing special defense and amazing HP, which is 160 and 110, and that speed is just sad, so let's just not get into the speed. And special attack is even sadder, so let's just not get into that at all either. So just getting started on the sets and stuff, I decided to invest full onto HP, 120 onto defense, and 136 onto special defense. The reason being that you are using the move Curse, so you're increasing your attack, your defense, and decreasing one stage from the speed, which really doesn't matter to Snorlax since the speed couldn't be lower than ever. And obviously, I'm gonna skip Crunch for now, and Rest is there in case you get like status, or you're going low in health and you need to recover from that. And then Sleep Talk is there for whenever you use up your Chesto Berry, which wakes you up on the first time you use Rest. Sleep Talk is there so it randomly chooses either Curse, Crunch, or Rest while it's sleeping. Remember, some people forget this, but Rest lasts for 2 turns. So you're only going to be using Sleep Talk twice after a rest. So after you use Sleep Talk twice, you gotta know what move you're gonna use afterwards. You're either gonna go for Curse or Crunch, or you're gonna go for another rest. Some people mess that up and keep using Sleep Talk even after the rest. So now getting onto the Crunch. Crunch is gonna be used whenever you know you're in a good position and you've cursed about 3 to 4 or maybe 6 times already, and you're fully invested, or you fully have increased your attack and defense to the point where they can hardly touch you, and you're just going to be crunching and resting from there and sleep talking. So, and you have thick fat, so fire and ice type moves aren't going to be hitting you as hard as they normally would hit a normal Pokemon. So that's good. And just talking about the other abilities that Snorlax has, it has immunity, meaning that this Pokemon cannot be poisoned at all if it has this ability, and gluttony, I think that's how you pronounce it, which means that it's going to use up its berry really early. So let's say that it barely lost some HP and it's going to really use its berry at that point, because that's what the ability does. But I don't like that ability at all, because if you use your berry too early, then you might need it later on when your HP is back down to where it normally would be used. So I prefer other abilities other than that. I would prefer immunity than that, just to say it. Okay, that's the first set pretty much. And then Crunch, obviously, which has a 20% chance to lower the target's defense, which would benefit you. And you're pretty specially defensive, so that's okay, and you're going to be defensive as well because of the curses, so it's going to be fine for you. And just getting onto the second set now, this time it's a belly drumming Snorlax, and it is going to be an Impish Nature, because since you are going to be belly drumming, you're maximizing your attack. And again, Impish, which this time is invested 240 onto the defense, since you're not cursing, your defense stat is not going up, and 60 onto special defense, so you aren't just not invested at all into the special defense, and you have some investment on there. And then just full onto HP as always, because it is too, hard to let it go by. The Snorlax has such high HP and you wouldn't invest fully on it. I personally think it's meant for Snorlax to be invested fully onto the HP, so it has more durability onto the battle and you're able to last longer. But just getting on there, this time I went for Gluttony on here, but again, I prefer immunity. But if you want to use Gluttony, the reason being that I gave it a Citrus Berry. So Citrus Berry is going to be healing Snorlax up a bit. And here's the moveset that I decided to go for. It has Belly Drum, and then, so that's going to maximize your attack. Then Earthquake, Crunch, or Ice Punch. But then again, you can take one of these moves out. For example, well, let's not say Ice Punch. Let's take Crunch out and give it Recycle. Recycle is going to bring back your Citrus Berry, and you're going to be able to get that life back that you need. So you could Belly Drum, then Recycle, and then if you want to Recycle again, you're using your Citrus Berry once again to restore the life that you're losing. So you're not low on HP and you're kind of restoring every turn. That's how this set would run. You could use this one. It looks really good too. So it depends on what you want and need, again, as I've always said. But these sets that I give you, the very first ones I give you, they do work because I've tried them. So I wouldn't give you something that doesn't work. The Recycle one is just an idea that came to mind just now while I was speaking. And it was like you can regain life while you're battling and just keep regaining with Recycle, because the Gluttony, you're basically getting your Citrus Berry and eating it right immediately if your life is low enough. Now moving on to the last set for Snorlax, it is another big fat Chesto Berry. Snorlax, it is Impish Nature again, since you really need some investment onto that defense, or else you might as well just go down the first turn with a physical attacking move towards Snorlax. And again, full invested onto HP, 148 onto defense, and 108 onto special defense, so now you're pretty much balanced out onto your defenses and durability. And this time, it's gonna be a Curse, Rest, Chesto Berry, and Crunch set, but you also have Recycle here. So you don't have Sleep Talk anymore, but you have Recycle, so you can bring back that Chesto Berry. When you rest, you immediately wake up, so you're not sleep talking as you normally would. And that's how this set goes, and you're basically increasing your attack and defense as much as possible because you already have a good special defense anyway, so it wouldn't matter at all. And your speed doesn't matter because it's really slow. It has like a Moonga speed, and it's fine. So this is pretty much Snorlax. If you really like this set, so you can just give it a thumbs up. Give Snorlax a thumbs up as well. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure you subscribe to the channel, and for future videos as well. And if you have any suggestions on any Pokemon I should do, you can always just comment it. Feel free to comment any Pokemon, or if you have any idea of a giveaway, just feel free to comment it as well. I don't really do legendary giveaways because I don't power save anything, I don't clone anything, I don't hack or do hacking stuff onto this channel and stuff. Like, I support people that do it, but I don't do it myself because, you know, I just don't find it appropriate for me. And that's pretty much it. But just wait for the last video for today, which is coming up. And yeah, just be safe until then. And until then, make sure you subscribe. Thank you, and you have an amazing